my digital summer vacation. Ha ha, I love it.
Greetings and salutations. Bonjour. Wadja. I am here at the Humphrey Museum, which is located in Humphrey, which is just outside of Parry Sound. This is a one-room schoolhouse from back in the day. It's really, really old. It smells of history. And on this beautiful Parry Sound day, what better time to go and learn about the area's history than to come on down to the one-room schoolhouse here in Humphrey to learn about the local history. Let's go inside before the cars get here. So here I am inside the Humphrey Museum. And the cool thing is that this used to be a schoolhouse. I know, it's a little overwhelming, but I think you're gonna find that it's pretty laid back and an interesting place to learn about the history of the area, which is Humphrey. Let's see here, we've got, that is a sewing machine, and that's a record player, which maybe I can, oh, it says don't touch it. I won't touch it then. Over here we've got some baby carriages, which are kind of creepy, but there's no dolls in it. There's no dolls, just empty. Okay. This is a piano with some funky pedals down there. I think they're funky. If we go along, we can see, I think that's the mascot or a terrifying reality. Yes, it's dead. It's only the head. It's kind of old because the nose is starting to fall apart, but interesting to look at. Let's go over here. There's a washboard, which is kind of interesting, and a chair. And we've also got, I think that's a gigantic butter churner or a laundry thing. What does it say? It's a washing machine. I was kind of close. A nice little dish stand, kind of reminds me of my grandmother's, kind of doesn't, it's okay. Life preserver that you got to blow up before you use. I think you have to blow it up, it's got a blow thing. Some stuff on the walls, which I think everyone has seen before, but it's always interesting to see again. Who's that?
Well, I don't think people have seen these in a long time. It's
Do you
called
live?
A spelling textbook.
A spelling textbook.
Yeah, I haven't seen a spelling book in ages.
Okay, but they said don't touch anything. This is a lovely explanation of maple syrup, which if you haven't experienced maple syrup, you really should. That looks like the pot for maple syrup or something. Yes, Pam, what did you find? Oh my, wow, that's a big A and a big B.
Cursive writing and a spelling textbook.
Look at this, you learn something in this museum. Not all museums are gonna give you that kind of service. This was a very agriculturally minded area, so we've got a lot of agriculturally minded artifacts, like, well, this is logging stuff. It was also a logging area, lots of trees and bushes. This is the school section. These are the really old, scary desks. Notice that the chairs are attached to the desks, which meant that the children were either malnourished or very, very small. I'm not sure which. It was a rough time. That is a canoe. I'm not sure what it's doing in the rafters, but it's there. Also, a gigantic spinning wheel, much like the one you would imagine in Sleeping Beauty. I don't see Sleeping Beauty, and I don't see any wool. Also, the story about turning straw into gold. I don't see any gold or straw, but there it is. An interesting tidbit of information. This place used to be the Trout Lake Methodist Church, which apparently was first documented to be an official church in 1873. That's a long time ago. Then it became a school, and that was officially documented in 1911. So it's had its fair share of history. Also, they have an outhouse, so there's no reason not to come here. So if you're looking for something to do on a weekday or a weekend with the friends and the family, why not come down to the Humphrey Museum right here in good old Seguin Township. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Wadja. Talk to you later.
Salve agriculae!
Right, what she said. Whoa, that's a lot of rhubarb.